Okay, so here we have our original triangle and our scale drawing triangle. We're going to say that this measurement is 10, 4, 5, and 2. So right now, none of the measurements are missing. So we're not solving for a missing side. We're solving for scale factor. Now, the definition says, what do you multiply the original length to get to your new length? But the definition said, multiply, not divide. Multiply. We're trying to figure out what number did you multiply 10 to get to 5. If I multiply 10 times a negative, am I going to get positive 5? It is divided by 2, but we got to translate that to multiplying by a number. We're shrinking it down. Okay, so this one is not as easy as the problem before, right? Okay, so there is a same thing. How do I go from 4 to 2? Yeah, but we don't want to say divide. We want to say multiply. We can't just say multiply by 2 because it doesn't work. So here it is. Yes? Gotta multiply. Yes. No. Okay. Write this down. The scale factor is equal to your scale drawing divided by the original. So your scale drawing, pick a side on your scale drawing. 2. Which side corresponds to the 2 in your original drawing? Simplify 2 over 4. What do you get? 1 over 2. What's the decimal? What is it? So the scale factor is 0.5. If you multiply 4 times 0.5, you get 2. If you multiply 10 times 0.5, you get 5. Okay, let's try one more. Let's see if one more helps you. Go. So this is our original. This is our scale drawing. We're going to say that this is 8, 12, 6, and 9. Did I make my picture smaller or bigger? Smaller. Okay. Right off the bat, can you tell me what you multiply 8 to get to 6? Okay. Is it as easy as the first 2 problems I gave you? No. I remind you of the first 2 problems I gave you. Let me turn back my page. I asked you, hey, what did you multiply 5 to get a 10? Times 2, 8 times 2 is 16, right? You saw it immediately. The second one I gave you was 4 and 24. What did you multiply 4 to get to 24? 6. This one, if I ask you the same question, what did you multiply 8 to get to 6? We don't know. So, and instead of guessing, we use this. Scale. How do I get scale factor? I have to do this. So, scale factor is equal to, let's write it again, scale drawing over original. Write it again, please. So, pick a number on your scale drawing. 6. What does the 6 correspond to in the original? 8. What am I going to divide 6 and 8 by? 2. What do we get? 3 over 4. What is the decimal of 3 over 4? So, therefore, the scale factor is equal to 0.75. How do we get to 0.75? We have to use this formula. You put the scale drawing on top over the original. Got it? I could give you an easy one. Let me give you an easy one. What's the scale factor in the problem? So scale factor is 4. Done. Thank you. This one's the easy one. When it's not as easy as this, then you're going to use this formula. Okay? Let's try another one. $12 and $15. This is your original. 3 and 3.75. And this one's scale drawing. Can you tell me what did you multiply 12 to get to 3? Like that? Do you know? No. So you use your formula. Yes? And I need a decimal. Is it? Okay. So scale factor is equal to scale drawing over original. So go to your scale drawing. Do you want to pick 3.75 or 3? 3, right? You don't want to pick the one with the decimal. All right. Sometimes you have to, but here we don't have to. Okay. So we're gonna put what number? 3 over 12 is equal to 1 over 4. So the scale factor is equal to 0.25. So when you ask yourself, how do I go from 12 to 3? And you don't see it, then you're gonna have to do this. Got it? Okay. Let's try one more. This one's your original, and this one's your scale drawing. Yes? What is it? Good job. Good job, Diego. Okay, can you tell me what did you multiply 2 to get to 7? No, right? So the scale factor is equal to scale drawing over original. If you can solve it before I can, good for you. Really good. That's really amazing. Okay, you can choose 7 or 2 or 14 and 4. I'm going to do 7 and 2 because they're smaller numbers. What's 7 by 2? 3.5. So that means that the scale factor is equal to 3.5. Any questions? Are you like getting it? You really have to understand this. All right. So that's part 1 of our lesson. Part 2. Given the scale factor. So now I actually give you the scale factor. So you're going to do like a reverse type of thing. So the original, the scale drawing, and I give you the scale factor. So here is, we'll start off with an easy one. 4 and 5 from your original. And I tell you that the scale factor is 5. Yeah, because what do I do? How do I figure out the new measurements? Just multiply. 4 times 5 is 20, and 5 times 5 is 25. So if you're given the scale factor, all you have to do is multiply it by it. Huh? No, these are two different things you have to do. This is like when you're missing this one and this one. The other one is you're missing this. So it's two skills that you have to know how to do. Obviously, one skill is easier than the other. It's like adding and multiplying. All right. All right. Here we go. Okay, my original is a rectangle that is 4 by 12, Alex. My scale drawing, I don't give you any numbers on it. You got to figure out the numbers. You're going to figure out the numbers by applying the scale factor. The scale factor of this is 0.4. How do you determine the new measurements of your scale drawing? What do you have to do? Multiply. So everybody take 4 and multiply it by 0.4. And everybody take 12 and multiply it by 0.4 right now. Let's go. How many times do you have to move the decimal? Okay, so this is 16, right? How many times do I move the decimal? But how many numbers are after the decimal? 1. I know, but I'm trying to explain to the student who did not. This one, what's your answer? No. Yeah, he said answer.